What is up, guys? It is Beli here playing some Pokemon Online battles. We don't have a whole lot of time, so let's get right into it. I see he has Toxicroak in his front slot, and I see he's also got a Breloom, so I think I'm going to lead with Metagross here, go for the Zen Headbutt on whatever comes in. He actually brings an Arcanine. I'm going to set up my rocks on my first turn, thinking I can survive a Flare Blitz. He actually switches to Gastrodon, so I get the free rocks off. No, here I'm thinking, alright, maybe it's going to Scald me, maybe it's going to do something like that. It Toxics me. I get a free Zen Headbutt on this. He's going to switch back into Arcanine here, which is going to take Stealth Rock damage and the Zen Headbutt, leaving it with little HP. Here, he Flare Blitzes me, which is... It makes me happy that I set up Rock, got free rocks up on my first turn, because Metagross wouldn't have survived that. So now I'm going to bring in this Machamp, which is just about to do work. Gastrodon's getting Dynamic Punched in the face. That's one down. I'm already up 2-1, looking strong early on. Next Pokemon, I believe he brings in his Toxicroak, which is going to try and Swords Dance on me, but guess what? Dynamic Punch, Confusion. Guess who's hitting himself in Confusion? That's right, Toxicroak is. C down, that's a 2-0. Or 3-1, I'm up. Machamp is 2-0 right now, taking things down. This Breloom, guess what? Gonna Spore me? I got a Lumberry. Confusion on this Breloom, doesn't even matter because I have Bullet Punch as well. See you later, Breloom. Machamp is just sweeping like a boss right now. Dynamic Punch, this Vaporeon. Guess who's getting hit and hurting themselves in Confusion? This Vaporeon is, that's right. The last Pokemon on this team is this Galvantula. I got a Stone Edge for it. Super effective. See you later. Machamp swept 5 of his Pokemon. Hax God's on my side. See you later. Next battle. This guy also leads with the Machamp. I'm like, right, I don't know if I'll win a speed tie, so I'm going to bring in Metagross. I have a bulkier Machamp, not a full-blown offensive Machamp. So I'm going to go for the Zen Headbutt on my first turn. And he actually tries to set up a sub, which is great for me because it means my first turn was a huge success. Here I go for the second Zen Headbutt when he brings in Hydreigon. I know a Fire Blast Flamethrower is incoming, so I'm going to set up my Rock. I'm fairly certain I can live it, and I do. Nothing on my team really wants to take one of those moves. Not that they can't, it's just that I want to try and keep everything as healthy as I can. I'm like, so here I know Hydreigon's Dark Dragon. I got the fighting move. I'm going to hit it with Dynamic Punch after I barely live the Draco. 93% of my health down the drain like that. Machamp just hanging on there. He brings in Scizor, and I'm like, well, I think he's going to Bullet Punch, but maybe he won't. Maybe he'll go for a Swords Dance. So I'm going to Dynamic Punch, and ultimately I lose. I'm looking at his team right now because I'm thinking that nothing really wants to switch in on a Flamethrower, so I'm gonna Flamethrower here. I mean, the Darmanitan could, and oh, I actually Focus Blast, I forgot about that. Predicting that he was going to switch into something, either Rotom Wash form or Darmanitan. So I Focus Blast, actually hits the Scizor, destroys that thing, and here he's going to switch into Rotom Wash, I do believe. So I'm gonna switch as well, because I don't want Infernape going down. But I actually think I decide to stay in here because nothing on my team, like my team is soft, aside from Metagross, Machamp, and Registeel, so nothing wants to take a Hydro Pump. I'm going to bring in the Roserade as he switches into Darmanitan, which is great for me because Flare Blitz, Recoil, plus Sludge Bomb is going to be enough to take that thing down. My sub saves me. Here he brings in the Aerodactyl. Now I'm fearing a Brave Bird or something like that, so I go into Registeel, and he actually goes for a Double Edge. Now, this Registeel is just a beast. It's got such high defense. I T-Wave the incoming Rotom, Seismic Toss him. He tricks me a Choice Scarf, which is pretty funny, because, well, I mean, regardless of whether or not I got the Choice Scarf, I'd still outspeed the Paralyzed Rotom, but because I got the Choice Scarf, I outspeed Machamp. I'm going to outspeed this Aerodactyl, I believe. Hit him with the... No, actually I think Aerodactyl is so fast. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the Seismic Toss. Only does 43 that Earthquake, so second Seismic Toss finishes him off. Anyways, third game, leads with Metagross. I'm like, right, I'll leave him with my own Metagross. Maybe I'll go with Infernape. I go with Infernape. He actually goes with Scizor. I'm gonna Flamethrower on the first turn. Didn't want to switch in anything. Maybe wanted to set up a Swords Dance on that. I don't know, but free Scizor down right away is always good. He brings in this Blastoise, and I'm like, Hydro Pump, Surf, whatever's coming in. Infernape doesn't want to take it. Registeel does. Registeel T-Waves. The incoming Metagross starts seismic tossing the crap out of this thing, and this is what Registeel does. Either T-Wave Iron Head or T-Wave Seismic Toss, and if need be, Explosion. I usually bring in Registeel and just paralyze everything on the team, other opponent's team. But anyways, Registeel gets 86% of this Metagross health down. I'm like, right, I'll set up my own rocks here. Maybe I'll get paralyzed. He doesn't. I take nearly half from Earthquake, but it's okay because I have my own Earthquake. Finish him off. Brings in this Magmortar, and this thing, I don't want to take a fire move with anything on my team. Like, this team is a bunch of random guys. It's got a weakness to ground, a weakness to fire, and a weakness to psychic. Those are the 3 real big problems that this group of random pokes faces. But anyways, I bring in my Sharpedo. He doesn't want anything to do with Sharpedo, knowing that I have the Waterfall. I also have the Aqua Jet, priority. Anyways, here I derp and bring in Roserade, set up a sub, Porygon Ice Beams me. I'm like, alright, I'll just Leaf Storm this, it'll do tons of damage. See you later, Porygon 2. It actually does a disappointing amount. That's a Life Orb, like, fully invested Spec Attack Roserade. I guess Porygon 2 has respectable Special D, but I mean, Roserade just got crushed by Porygon 2. So I'm like, alright, you know who it is, you know what it's time for. It's time for Machamp. Dynamic punching this Porygon 2 in the face after I get that T-Bolt. No, yeah, that's pitiful damage, 30%. I mean, it's unstabbed, it's not even super effective, but Dynamic Punch, Bullet Punch finishes off the Porygon 2. Dynamic Punch will finish off the Magmortar. I get the burn from the Flame Body, which is a bummer, because it means that this Blastoise is actually going to be able to take Machamp down. So Blastoise, taking Machamp down, Burn, taking me down. I get 50% of its health, which is good. Right here, I'm looking at what's left on his team, and I see he's got Blastoise and Feraligatr, and I'm like, well, guess what? I have a Specs Infernape with Grass Knot. That's gonna be GG. It's gonna outspeed both of the pokes. So that is that. Be sure to let me know if you guys like this. If you do, I'll do more in the future, and it's been the Velosaur playing Pokemon Online. See you guys next time.